Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Savannah Smiles. And by the way, I'm doing this for Kyle McConaughey, who, I think I said that right, maybe I didn't. But he was very sad on my last video that I did not do the lights for a while, so this is for you. Hey, Macy editing here. This is my first time using a green screen, so if the background doesn't look right or if the background is green, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, I just want to say I wasn't able to find this comment from Kyle, so maybe he didn't comment it and I just imagined it, and if that's the case, Kyle, I'm sorry. But continue with the video. I've been really inspired by the Billie Eilish glamour video in which they ask her the same questions and compare her answers year over year, and since I just hit the year mark of being a YouTuber, I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. My first ever video is a Q&A in which I answered your questions from Instagram, and I have not seen this video in months. So I thought for today's video I would go back and re-answer those questions again, and we can see how my answers have changed over my year of doing YouTube. So thanks to a commenter who put the timestamps of me reading off each question, I was able to go back and gather all the questions from that first video without actually seeing any of my responses. So let's just jump right into it. 23. Will you start your own YouTube channel? I feel like this is a good question to kind of start off with. I've been thinking about it for a while. We'll see if I actually stick with it and do it. I'm not 100% sure why I included this in the original video because obviously I was making that video for my YouTube channel. To date, this is probably one of the best decisions I've made for myself and definitely the best decision I have made career-wise because now I have a career that I absolutely adore and I'm so happy to have all you guys along with me on this journey. I originally started my channel because I had a slight interest in it before. I mean, nothing more than like, people think like, oh, it'd be so cool to be in a Hollywood movie, if that makes sense. I thought it would be a cool thing to do, and through Graham I got to see what that experience would be like, and I really loved it. With some pushing from Graham and Kevin and Lauren and my other friends and family, so I finally decided to give it a shot. And this is probably the best decision I've ever made career-wise. Do you have an idea of the content for your YouTube channel? No, I don't have any idea what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's gonna be more of these Ask Me Anything sort of videos, or if it's gonna be me vlogging Graham and I going around, or if it's gonna be me reacting to videos. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what it ends up being, but short answer, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. So my content actually falls underneath the lifestyle umbrella in which I do frequent Q&As, vlogs, keep you guys up to date on what is going on in my personal life, and doing a lot of popular lifestyle tags, kind of not underneath the lifestyle umbrella. At the end of each quarter, I do update you guys on how my stock market portfolio on my Roth IRA is doing. I like to mix it up a lot, and I don't necessarily want to ever stay in one specific genre or niche because I don't think that will help me grow as a content creator. Will you marry Graham? I have a funny feeling we will end up there. I feel like emotionally and logically I can explain why we are both in the same place in life and why I feel this way about him and why he has all these qualities that I really wanted in a partner. So I think so.
Don't jinx it.
I truly believe so. Graham and I have been in a serious committed relationship for over a year and a half, and I have been living with him for over a year, and I truly don't see anyone else at the end of the aisle that I'd be walking down except for him. The longer we've been together, and this sounds so silly, I totally see us sitting on a porch as little old people together and talking about the good old days and laughing about what the youngsters are up to. There's no one else I'd rather go through the ups and downs of life with, and I do see us getting engaged and eventually married when the time is right. What's your investment portfolio like? I invest mainly in stocks. I have a lot in clean energy, mainly based out of California. I know that California was talking about having a new bill in either 2020 or 2021 about how all residential constructions were going to need to have solar panels. So a lot of mine is in clean energy in California because I feel like this is the way that the state is moving. I've actually done a video on this recently, so I'm going to keep this really brief because if you want to see anything in depth, I will just link the video down below. But I have a few accounts. I have one with Webull, I have one with Robinhood, and my big one, which is with Fidelity, that I always show you guys in my stock market videos. I have money invested in Capri Holdings, Delta Airlines, Enphase Energy, FizzRocks, Google, Sunrun, Tesla, United Airlines, Exxon, and one more stock that I just purchased this week that I will go over in my next stock market portfolio breakdown.
Graham suddenly dies, you find out he's left everything to you, what do you do? Cry a lot. Probably put your mom up in one of your properties just so that way I know she'd be good. I don't know beyond that, I just, make sure that your parents are taken care of. And then I would cry a lot and die alone.
First off, I would sink into a deep, dark depression hole because my life partner has just died, and that's really sad. I literally have no idea how I would go on knowing that the person that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with isn't going to be spending it with me, and I'm not going to see them again. So very deep, dark depression hole. The second thing that comes to mind is I would give his parents at least one property each to ensure that they were both taken care of. And then the third thing I can think to do would be to sit down with both of his parents and see what I could give them or how we could work out a system so that way they are always 100% taken care of, because I would never want his parents to go desolate or to have any kind of problems pop up, and if he left everything to me, I would use that in making sure that they are taken care of. Beyond that, I really don't know. The only thing I can think of that he would want is to make sure that his parents and his family is taken care of. So I guess I would just do that.
Is Graham a gentleman? Has he ever taken you out to an expensive place to eat?
No.
He is nothing shy of a perfect gentleman. A few times we've gone out to expensive places to eat. Usually we have to be celebrating something. The last time we went out to an expensive dinner, which was Mastro's, which was insane, by the way. Well, anyways, was to celebrate me moving in. So we do go out to expensive dinners, but I feel and he feels that it really should be something special or to celebrate something special. He is nothing shy of an absolute perfect gentleman.
So yes, Graham is a gentleman. I think that people take his frugality a little bit too extreme sometimes. Like, he made a joke about coloring your nails with Sharpie the other day, and then I had somebody message me and be like, oh my goodness, you do your nails with Sharpie. I don't do my nails with Sharpie, it was a joke. So sometimes I think people take him a little bit too seriously when he might be making a joke. He isn't flashy by any means. It's not like he's taking me out to Mastro's every single week, but if there is a special occasion like my birthday or an anniversary or whatever, he will take me to a nice place to go eat, and I do really appreciate that because food is my love language.
Can you please start a YouTube channel? That's what I'm here doing, all just because of this one person.
I am not sure why I included this one after already answering another question about starting the YouTube channel. To be completely honest with you, I have no idea why I did this. So instead of answering the same question again, I'm just going to talk about the channel for a bit. So obviously you guys know that this channel was a lifesaver for me in 2020. It really helped me when I was, down or I needed a creative outlet, and then towards the end of the year it became my saving financial grace. So I am obviously so grateful for the channel. But what you guys don't know, or maybe I've mentioned it a few times and I doubt really anyone knows this, is that I had actually tried to start a channel back in 2017. I filmed a video and then never even ended up downloading it to my computer, and I really wish I had started it earlier because I could have been so much better at this by the time I started dating Graham, and it is a little embarrassing for me sometimes when we are with his YouTube friends how bad I am at this, and I wish I had a few more years of experience on this underneath my belt. I know it's important not to dwell on the past, but man, can you imagine how much better the content would be if I had that time underneath my belt?
I'm frugal and a minimalist. How can I find a girlfriend that fits my lifestyle? Honestly, just dating around would be a good way to do that. You'll know pretty soon off of a first date if they have that kind of a lifestyle. But I don't think that's the most important thing in dating too, is making sure that they are going to be frugal. And the only way to do it really is to be dating around. Dating around isn't a good word. Maybe going on lots of first dates and getting out there and meeting people.
To answer this, I'm going to completely ignore the stay-at-home order because in the nicest way possible and completely honestly, I have no idea how you single people are navigating this, and I'm so sorry. I think the best way to find a girlfriend who fits your lifestyle is literally to stop trying. The right person will be attracted to you and your lifestyle when you're not trying to attract anyone, because that's going to be something that they want. I also think for someone who is frugal and a minimalist, it's not super important to find someone who is just as frugal as you are, rather someone who is extremely open to it. And the reason why I say this is actually because I myself have gotten a lot more frugal over the years. But for example, a year before Graham and I started dating, I was spending over $70 a month just getting my fingernails done. And by the time we met, I was doing them myself to save money. I think for a lot of people, but especially women, and especially when, as a female, you are told, your nails have to look nice, wear makeup, etc., etc. Becoming financially savvy and learning how to save money can be a little bit more of a journey. So maybe it's not important to find someone who is right where you are on your journey, but someone who's walking on the same path as you, even if they are a little bit behind, as long as there is mutual respect there. Now, I'm not saying go for somebody who's like spending money willy-nilly or anything, but if you can tell that they want to learn how to save money and they want to become financially savvy, it's not super important if you guys aren't at the exact same point.
Is your name Gigi? Sorry for the stupid question, hope you answer. No, my name is not Gigi. Someone wrote a comment, and if I can find it, I will put it here, saying that since I am Graham's girlfriend, they should call me Gigi for short. And I really liked that, so I decided to use that as my pseudonym online.
My real first name is Macy, and my middle name is Savannah, which I used for the channel. I think by this point, people know that Gigi is just short for Graham's girlfriend, but I think people now are getting confused by the Macy Savannah thing. I don't care if you want to call me Macy or Savannah. They're both my name, but just Macy is my first name.
If this is unofficial Gigi, then what's the official one? I thought it was funny to write unofficial Gigi because one of Graham's friends had his username as unofficial Anthony or unofficial Anthony's garage, and I thought it was really clever, so I decided to take it for myself, but that is the official one.
Okay, so this is in regards to my Instagram username, which is unofficial_Gigi, so go drop a follow, subtle plug. At first, since it had unofficial in the title, people thought it was either a fan account or it was Graham running the Instagram account, but it was in fact me, and it still is me.
Can y'all give Ramsey his own page? I mean, we've talked about it. He gets in so much trouble and does so many just things that we might as well document it so that way somebody can get a laugh out of it, because we're left cleaning all these things up.
So I actually didn't have an Instagram account for Ramsey last time I did this, but currently I do. So that is going to be the_cat_Ramsey. So if you want to go see occasional extra photos of Ramsey, go drop a follow there. Bailey also has one, which is unofficial Bailey with no underscores or anything, and that is actually run by Graham. So if you want to see Bailey, go follow that account.
Are you a real estate investor too? No, I am not.
Still no, I have been taking $125 to $900 a month. Right now it's been a little closer to $125 since I've lost my job, but I've been taking that money and setting it aside for a down payment on a future investment property. So hopefully that can happen this year or next year, we'll see.
Does Graham ask you to be in more videos, or do you volunteer? I would say Graham asks me to be in videos just as much as I volunteer. We have a lot of fun doing videos together, so I like volunteering to be in the videos just as much as I think Graham likes asking me to be in videos. So I would say it's a pretty equal balance between me volunteering and him asking.
I would say right now it is definitely more of him asking me to be in videos on the second channel, but I definitely do still volunteer.
Does Ramsey finally love you? I read somewhere that cats have the intelligence of a 2-year-old, and Ramsey definitely has the tantrums of a 2-year-old. He loves me, I think, but he throws tantrums when I do things like pull him out of the sink or try to get him off the counter.
Ramsey does love me very much, but the recent question has been, does Ramsey love Bailey? To which I'm going to answer, yes, he does. They play together all the time, and he loves and gets so excited to see her when she comes in from going to the bathroom outside and likes to sniff out her paws and everything. And he even will check on her in the middle of the night when she's sleeping. So he definitely does love her.
What would Graham do if you forgot to smash the like button? He would kick me out, is the short answer.
He would not smash my like button in return, and then I would cry.
Any advice for young women aspiring to have a future in business? I would say you can't achieve anything without believing in yourself. If you don't believe that you can start and you can be successful, you're never going to be successful.
Yes, actually, turn your weaknesses into your strengths and just go for it, because even if you fail, you've learned something. Also, understand that you inevitably will have people along the way who will tell you for whatever reason that you can't do it, and understand the amount of people who are telling you that you can't do it are so small in comparison to the amount of people who back you up and who believe in you. So instead of listening to those people, just listen to the people around you who love you enough to tell you when you need to adapt and when you need to improve.
Are you taller than Graham? If so, tell him he should be wearing the high heels in the relationship. Babe, you should be wearing the high heels in the relationship.
Alright.
I am taller than Graham, and I don't know why people care. To be honest with you, I have a really bad ankle, and so I am very prone to falling and twisting my ankle when I wear heels, and Graham can't walk in heels, so neither of us will be wearing the high heels.
Does Graham's intelligence ever annoy you? Most of my conversations with him are very stimulating, and I really enjoy talking to him. A lot of his intelligence is in different areas than I have. I have a lot more book smart intelligence, and he has very applicable, useful intelligence. So his intelligence does not bother me.
His intelligence never bothers me, but it definitely does astound me a lot. It's incredible to me how fast he can pick up new information, and it's really, really cool to see in action.
How long have you and Graham been together? We've been together for about 7 months now, probably 7 months by the time this posts.
We have been together for over a year and a half.
Do you live with Graham? Yes, I do. I live in his duplex with him, so it's going pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we've been living together for over a year. I moved in November of 2019, and since then he's been burdened with eating home-cooked meals and having a cleaner house than he did before.
Should I buy a 2020 Tesla Model 3 Performance or a 2020 BMW M340i? I would say the Tesla Model 3 Performance. I like them. They're a lot of fun.
I think last time I said a Tesla, and this time I'm still gonna say the Tesla Model 3 Performance, because that car is absolutely awesome. I got the chance to drive it when Graham and I went out to Utah to go see the Stradman, and he needed cars moved. I drove the Tesla Model 3 that Graham actually raced against the Bugatti, and I chose that one because I thought it would be the slowest one since it was a 3. There was an P90 Model X, there was the S, and turns out I actually had the fastest car. I loved that car. It was awesome. So I definitely would say get the Tesla Model 3.
What is your favorite money saving tip / thing you do? One of my favorite ways of saving money is to really watch what I'm spending. Every once in a while, I notice that my spending will kind of go a little bit above what I'm comfortable with, and I will use a spending app to track what I'm spending, so that way I can cut out the unnecessary things. And then I also highly suggest bringing your own lunches to work.
Sounds really broad, but there are so many things I used to pay for that I just now do myself, and it saves me so much money. To use my example from earlier, I love having gel nails, and these used to cost me $30 plus a $5 tip every 2 weeks. And now I just do them myself. For 2 trips of going to the nail salon, you can get a whole kit and a whole bunch of colors, and I absolutely love doing them myself now, and it saves me so much money. For all of my girls out there who do their nails, and guys too, it is 2021. Let's stop paying people to do stuff that we can do ourselves.
What is your biggest expense? My biggest expense would probably either have to be my car payment or my car insurance.
My biggest expense is definitely groceries. The longer that Graham and I have been together, the more expensive the grocery bill has been getting. It used to be like around $50 a week, and right now I'm hovering between $70 to $90 a week for our groceries. Not to mention, once every 3 months, I spend $200 on getting us about 8 fancy steaks, and those stay in the fridge. So that's also part of my grocery bill. Oh, that hurts saying that out loud. That hurts. It's more than just 2 steaks though, I promise. I do really like spoiling Graham and subsequently me with good home-cooked meals that are organic, and I think for long-term health, it's really important that we both be eating well. I want to make sure that Graham gets in all of his greens and all of his veggies and everything, and so I'm okay with spending a lot on groceries to make sure that happens. Alright guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed watching me compare and contrast my answers a year ago versus my answers now. Alright guys, so that was the video. Don't forget to smash the YouTube algorithm for the like button. Don't forget to drop a follow on my Instagram. I have all of my referral links below, including my Amazon influencer store, where I will actually put that gel nail kit for anyone who is interested, including polishes. I got a whole bunch of polishes for 20 bucks. It's awesome. So anyways, don't forget to end the video